Hello everyone out there in YouTube world, it's Krebs the Car Guy, and we're looking at my IC wall here in my man cave. If you're wondering why I call myself Krebs the Car Guy, I'm in the car business. I've got two passions, cars, which I've devoted most of my life to working in that industry, and I love it. I love helping people get cars. I love driving cars. I love having cars. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and that makes me a wrestling fan. So I've got a little bit of a belt collection, mostly WWF stuff. And, this is my IC wall. So I've got three legends here. I got Mike Nicolau on the bottom with a Master Series. I've got Dave Millican in the middle. And at the top, the King of Belts, Reggie Parks, with a WWIC. That's the only red I've ever seen in that spot. It caught my eye. I loved it. Had to have the belt. Put the deal together, and I hung the three wise men, or whatever you want to call them. But three of the best guys in the industry, three great guys in the hobby. I've done a lot of work with Mike. I've met Dave a couple of times. He's always been very decent to me. Never met Reggie Parks, but I have a lot of his stuff. And let's look at the belts. So at the bottom here, we'll start with the Master Series. This particular belt is the one that's on Mike's webpage. To my knowledge, and just based on conversations I've had with him, it is the only yellow IC belt he's done. For me, growing up watching Hogan Warrior, I was a Hogan fan, so obviously devastated when he lost. But you can't deny that Warrior always had the coolest belts, especially the colored stuff. I like bright colors. So this particular Master Series, done in yellow. The plates on these Master Series are thick, they're crisp, they're cast the original. They add the trademark to them, so you can see that. This set of Master Series plates is probably the nicest Figs plates I've ever owned. No scuff marks, no little scratches, which they tend to get. So they're really nice. If you can't get a real one, this was as close as I thought I was going to get for years. Is this belt with the WWF logo, which we all know is hard to find. That globe is a cast piece, so it sticks out when Mike curved this. Really pops. Love it. Love the yellow. Love the way Mike does his lines. His tooling's great. And he's probably one of the best at centering his plates in between the tooling and the angles. He just always seems to nail it. So he's done a few belts for me, and his work's always great. He's easy to deal with. He does have a full-time job other than belts, so sometimes, he might take a day or two to get back to me, but the guy's been fantastic. Here you can see how nice the plates look, and they really are clean. His tooling's clean. It's all done by hand. I love the hand-tooled look. Some guys' lines are a little too crisp, or, they create a tooling stamp. I like it to be done by hand and look raw. So that's the Master Series done by Mike. Beautiful belt. I think anyone who grew up in the 80s and 90s remembers the yellow winged eagle, and if you get a chance to get one, you'll want one. Moving up, we've got the Ace of Belts, Dave Millican. This particular leather is thicker than most of the Millican belts that I have. So it gives it a real heavy feel, old school. It's just fantastic. Etching on the plates, really, really nice. They're clean, they look great, the paint is done well. The tooling and the cut on this belt is amazing. You get close into that, and they're just great. The plates are crisp. The plating, the gold color. Now you'll see some of the dimples on real belts. And a lot of people go nuts over that because they expect perfection. But the fact of the matter is, they're just dipped in acid, and they're not always going to be perfect. I know a lot of guys just can't handle that. 5 years ago, when I started in the hobby, I was one of those guys. I've learned to kind of appreciate the imperfections, which makes them look more handmade. Even sometimes the plating's a little off and the gold rubs off. I don't even mind that. I've owned some older Reggie Parks belts that I actually prefer that look now. So logo plate, tooling around the logo plate, which is really nice. I like that on my belts. I've had them both ways, but I do like it. More WWF tooling here, and the stamp in the snap box. So Great belt done by Dave Millican. Got this one secondhand as well. So by the time I got into the hobby, neither Reggie or Dave was taking orders. So you got to get them secondhand, and that's what I do. I had the chance to pick up this Reggie Parks IC. And as you can see, it's probably one of his newer works within the last 5 years, I'm guessing. And the gentleman I got it from, you know, it's a special belt. I'm just going to say that. Plates are nice. Again, they're not going to be perfect because they are done in acid, and I guess there's some newer technology. I like the old stuff here. Little smudge on the paint there. I thought it was unique. I left it. Love the blue color he used there, and that red. I'd never seen that before. Had to have it. So again, when I had the opportunity, I bought it. And when you get the opportunity to get a Reggie, you should buy it. Great shell tooling, I think is what they call that. But the plates are beautiful. Got some tooling around the logo plate there. That's my wall of ICs. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to share more of my collection. I've got quite a few belts. Most of them are Reggie and Dave. I've got some Mike stuff, got some Fig stuff. So hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for tuning in.